everybody, and welcome to Cope with Hope. This is part two of my session with Lorena, and we're going to be talking about flower essences and their impact on healing the selves and whatever else Lorena is going to talk about.
So yeah, definitely, like we were saying in the previous interview, I work with flower essences. So I do flower essence therapy, but I also have been called, and this is kind of like a message I got from my masters and guides, to attach the flower essence formulas to my Akashic record readings. So now I do them together. So I'll do a reading for somebody for an hour because my readings are an hour long. And while I'm doing the reading and receiving information, I'm taking notes of the different things that the person's masters and guides are telling me that we need to deal with through the flowers. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit because I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Flower essences are basically just extracts of flowers, like when flowers aren't blossoming. And there's like a whole method of putting them in water and bowls, and with the kind of like the reaction of the sun, the extracts are imprinted into the water. So you're not getting like, it's not like definitely, how do I explain it? You're just getting the energy of the flower in that water. And then that's preserved with usually just like some kind of alcohol like brandy. So you'll get the stock bottles of different flowers. Generally, when people think about flower essence remedies, they think of Bach flowers because that was kind of like the original first person that really investigated, did the studying, and really connected with those like 38 flower essences. And his work has been extraordinary. Flower essence really were used even before then with some Egyptian communities, and I think even in Europe and some other places. But the real work was when Bach, Edward Bach in England, did all of his research, and he really did so much profound work that laid out this kind of, this platform and this opening for other flower systems. So there's many flower systems. I personally work with two. So I work with Bach flowers and I work with Flower Essence Society, which could also be known as California flowers. And they have a whole bunch of flowers in that system. But what I love about Flower Essence Society is that they also kind of combine very well with Bach flowers. So they're taken the same way, and they also have kind of similar energies, some of them. So I combine them. And when I put a formula together for somebody, it's generally using both systems or one of them. So the idea here is that the flowers will help you, they help kind of bring you back to homeostasis and rebalance you and recalibrate you and bring you back to that center. So there might be emotional things happening in your life, or things that are, like depression. You can be feeling abandonment, a lot of things that also I see from past lives in my readings. And I feel like some of that stuff I can also look at through the flowers. The idea here is that the flowers don't work. It's not like taking an aspirin, right? The aspirin's going to have some kind of chemical reaction in your body, which will, let's say, take away headache, right? The flowers don't work at that level. They work at an energetic level, and they kind of help you clear out things. So let's say you're feeling depressed, and that depression stemming from maybe something in your childhood is going to help you heal that, let go of that, and help you just feel physically better. So I think clearing that up is good, because I think some people are like, oh, well, what if I'm taking this medication? Is it going to interfere? No, it won't interfere at all. It can work alongside any medicine you're taking. And of course, like, always go get professional medical help if you're going through something serious. To me, the flowers is more like an additional support to help you clear out all the emotional stuff. To me, for example, cancer and a lot of illnesses or disease, right, come from some kind of emotional state or emotions that we're not dealing with, or things that are inside of us that we can't access and don't understand. And I think flowers, with whatever treatment you're going through, let's say you're going through, I don't know, a death in the family, and you're grieving and you're feeling lost and you feel like hopeless, right? the flowers can help you deal with that emotion and all that loss in a way that can help you kind of like hold your hand through that. And you're going to still feel everything. You're still going to go through everything, but it's going to help support you in a better way. And it's going to help you deal with the emotions, because a lot of us will just push them down or not want to look at them, and then they'll make us sick. So I think the flowers in that sense are beautiful. And I've seen so many of my clients just, they're like, whoa, they really work. And they work. They really do work. Some people are a little bit skeptical and they're like, oh, what is it? Flower essences. They work. They work.
So would you say that you were guided to do flower essence?
It's actually my mentor and my astrologer, Patricia, who I studied a lot of things with her. I'm studying actually astrology with her now.
Okay.
And she said to me, because I've been taking flowers since I was younger, and they really did help me. So I knew the power of them.
Yes.
But she teaches those two systems. And she said to me one day, you know what, I think you'd really like this. And I said, okay, let me try it. And I did Bach. And I was like, wow, like I got like this message from my master's, like, keep going, don't stop with this. This is going to be a big part of you helping people heal and like move past a lot of these blockages that they have, and to feel like they can take on life in a different way. And it's been like that. Wow. So she's the one that brought me in that direction. I feel so thankful and grateful for her. And she's also the person that if I ever have any questions or I'm putting together a formula, I'm like, maybe this could be better. So I'll check it with her, and she gives me her feedback, because she's been doing this for so long. So I feel like I have this support system also with her, which is beautiful.
Wow. That's amazing. So that's what I'm saying, like we can be teaching and we can be putting it out there, but it's nice to also learn ourselves, that we are just enhancing your skills as a teacher, as a healer, and offering that something extra to, like what you're saying, when you do your past life regressions, your masters give you the flower essence at the same time. What a beautiful gift.
Like if there's something from a past life that feels very traumatic, or that's attached to something they're going through in this life, they'll definitely guide me to at least look at that emotion that's coming up, or that struggle that's coming up, and being able to talk through it. Because after I do their Akashic Records and channel and everything, I'll be on that call a little bit longer with them and ask them questions. It's like a little bit of a therapy session. It's so what are you feeling in regards to this? And being able to hear their words and understand what's behind it. Because one thing's when I channel, another thing's when the person's actually speaking to you and telling you their experience. So you have to be an observer, a very good listener, and really just be there for that person and hold space for them too through that. Because it can be very emotional for people to really talk about things sometimes.
It can be. And what I loved about your course is that you guys, anybody puts questions there, you answer them really fast. You don't ignore what people have to say. And that's really nice, especially in a course, like a general course like that. I really appreciated that. I saw that you'd answer people, and that's.
We try, and we're busy with things, but we try to make
time to
make an effort to really get back and get feedback from people, because I sometimes feel like if there's a question somebody has, and this might mean that they can do some healing or move forward. If I'm holding back the information, it's not going to help them. So I have to get back to people.
Because in the I felt that when I did the course, like I got immediate healing and immediate self-soothing and soul-soothing. It's like so.
And you know what the funny thing is? It's like, going back to the flower essences, it's incredibly powerful for animals and children.
Wow.
Yeah, and some people are like, can kids and animals? They're totally. This is
Yes.
such a good thing for, an animal that's had a lot of trauma or is very fearful. It can work really quickly too,
Yes.
depending how ingrained that trauma is, of course. But with kids as well, they don't have all of these. They don't have all these walls up. They're, especially if they're young,
Yes.
you can see change in them pretty darn
Wow.
quickly. And it's incredible because if they can heal that now, why not help them
I
through that?
agree. I agree.
So I did a call the other day with a friend, and I was putting a formula together for her. And then she mentioned her daughter, and I said, let me help you. Let me put together a formula for her. So I said, just write down everything that you think that she's going through, because she's going through a little bit of stuff. And then she brought her in. So it was really nice to talk to her and see what because I think she was like 9.
Wow.
And kind of talk to her and see what she feels and how she's going through it. And I was like, wow, I would love to work with more kids.
Wow.
That would be such an interesting experience to be able just to chat with them and ask them,
Yes.
because they're open, right? They're not like us hiding and
Yes.
fearful all the time. And they can see effects very quickly with the flowers, and it's safe.
Yes.
There's no you can't overdose on flowers. You don't get side effects. What you can experience with the flowers, though, is sometimes a bit of like what I like to call like a crisis. So if I'm using specific flowers and you're going through something, maybe that you're trying to heal something traumatic, maybe we need to bring those emotions up, and you might experience a lot of emotions coming up so you can purge them.
Yes.
So sometimes that can happen. But the good thing is, I like to keep a very open conversation with people. So I tell them, when you start taking the flowers, contact me. Let me know how you're feeling, what's going on. If we need to change the formula, we can. So I like to support people in that way, because I know with certain people, they might feel a lot of things pop up and they might not be going to therapy. They might not have a support system.
Yes.
And I think it's important to take that into consideration. So I think, being able to speak to somebody when you're going through something or feeling something. And I don't necessarily get those messages a lot at all, actually. But I love hearing back and people saying, wow, I've been taking them for a week and I already feel more confident. I already feel like I need to make these changes. And
Wow.
it's just people like even doing what they need to do, but they were scared to do it. It blows my mind when I get the messages. I'm just like, wow. I know it works, but it's like when you get that confirmation, it's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Wow, that's amazing. So Lorena, what would you tell people that you do um, to just live with what's happening in today's world?
Wow. To kind of deal with everything, right?
Yeah.
I think a big part for me has been my morning walks. I started doing that a few months ago. I'm not perfect. I don't do it every day. Sometimes there's weeks where I'm like, only go out twice a day. But the morning walk, I kind of put in my music. I unplug. I get away from my computer because I'm in front of my computer. I do all of my sessions online, right? And I have my virtual assistants. So getting out of the house, because I work from home, is really important. I try to stay away from the news as much as I can. Like I keep myself informed of what's going on in the world. And I know there's a lot going on right now specifically.
Yes.
But I try to just connect. And to me, even when I might be having kind of like an off day, but the moment I help somebody with the Akashic Records or a flower essence, I'm like, okay, I'm aligned again. I feel good. I'm energized. I feel in my purpose. And it's always bringing myself back to that.
Yes.
I've also been journaling a lot and trying to connect with myself, my emotions, my goals, what I want to manifest, because I feel like I've gotten a little bit out of that practice of just dreaming and creating and realizing that I am co-creating with the universe. And I forget that a lot. And then, I really need to be more serious about meditation and breath work, because I got certified as a meditation and breath work teacher a few months ago, actually. And I want to create free content for people. But yeah, I have moments that I'm so busy that it gets a bit difficult to create the content, but I'm getting on track. I'm starting my YouTube channel up again.
Okay,
So
good.
just giving information and helping,
Yes,
that makes me feel like I can
yes.
cope with everything going on.
Wow, that's beautiful. Serving others.
Like focusing on your purpose. I think
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like whenever you get sidetracked, just keep coming back to your purpose, and that's going to align you. That's going to make you feel like whatever is going on around you is there, but you're here. So don't let things distract you.
I love that. Focusing on your purpose.
It's
Very important.
important. That's why we're here.
Focusing. Yeah, that's why we're here to focus on our purpose. Absolutely. Well, that's really beautifully said. So thank you so much, Lorena. It was lovely
You're
talking to you.
welcome.
And I'm
It's same
sure the
here. So
audience
nice.
will have got a lot.
Yeah, if there's any questions that anybody has,
Yes.
feel free to,
Let's
I don't know,
put
maybe
them.
comment, and I'm happy to answer
Yes.
any questions. And of course, if they're interested in a flower essence formula or anything like that,
Yes.
I'm open to helping anybody with that. That's my thing.
That's your thing. And I'll put all the links down as well on
Okay,
YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, so people can get in
perfect.
touch with you. Thank
I
you
love
so
it. Thank you
much.
so much for having me on. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate that.